Hi, Beauts. Today we're going to be interviewing Monique. Monique is the owner of Shutter Booth and Luke Studio Spaces. She's going to be telling us about her journey as a single mother and how she reached her success. How are you doing today, Monique?
I'm good, thank you.
And how many children do you have?
I have two.
How old were you when you had your children?
I was 16 when I had Rodney. He's 23 now. And I was 20 something when I had Chase. He's 14 now.
So what was your initial reaction when you found out you were pregnant, especially with Rodney?
Yeah, so I found out I was pregnant with the person that broke my virginity. So everything was super new to me. I wasn't even the type to have gotten pregnant. I know that was kind of something that was popular when I was young. A lot of girls in the community were ending up pregnant, and I vowed to never be that female. But when it happened to me, I just knew that it was a decision that I was going to have to live with. And I was shocked and surprised, but I knew I wasn't going to have an abortion. I knew that I wasn't going to terminate the pregnancy. I knew I wasn't going to put him up for adoption. So I just knew I had to get my things in order so that I could take care of him and raise him.
What was the reaction of the father? Were you with him?
It was my boyfriend. He was also shocked. He was a year older than me, so he was 17, getting ready to be 18. And he was getting ready to graduate high school and go off to college. So he felt that a baby would kind of prevent him from being able to do so, but it didn't. He was shocked, but he ended up writing it was the best thing that ever happened to him.
So what were some of the challenges or struggles you faced when you had Rodney at such a young age?
So when I got Rodney, I was really active in school. I was on the honor roll. I was a cheerleader. I was in student executive. I was on student government. I was pretty active. And one of the things that happened is my aunt didn't want me to lose any of that. She wanted my high school years to remain the same as if I didn't have a child. And so very challenging, obviously, to be able to study and maintain those same grades, to be as involved in all of those organizations with the child without, you spend time with your child after school, getting to and from places with a child, dealing with the stereotype, like having on a cheerleading uniform, carrying a car seat through the different schools that I would go cheer at, being looked down upon. It was all very challenging.
So what is your advice to some mothers who find themselves 15, 16, 17 and pregnant and are kind of scared to go back to high school?
Never be scared. Having a child does not mean that your life is over. You have to be just as strong and have conviction that you're going to live your life the way that you always dreamed of. Don't ever give up on your hopes and your dreams because you had a child. That child might be a setup for something that's going to happen to you greater and better.
So what are some of the things that helped you overcome success? You mentioned that you still stood in high school, you still cheered, your aunt helped you, remain active in high school. Besides your aunt, were there any other support, or was there support from the community or anything like that?
No, I think I had he had an in-home daycare, so it was a lady named Miss Cummings that, was known in the community for watching children. So right away I knew that's where he would go. So she was an integral part of his life growing up. When he was small, he would spend most of the day with her. And then at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, my aunt would step into the picture when I needed her to take care of Rodney so that I can continue on whatever high school activities that I had to do that week.
Is there anything that you wish you knew in the beginning of parenting that you feel could have molded or helped change you as a mother?
I think you learn as you grow. I think that, just being able to make mature decisions when I was younger, if I knew that then, I think I would have been a lot better parent. Although me and Rodney's relationship is great, we have a better friendship than me and Chase, because Rodney grew up having to love the things that I love, so I didn't forsake like hip hop music because Rodney was little. That was something that I loved. Now, I might not be as amped to listen to some hip-hop song that I like because I wouldn't want Chase to be as impressed with some negative lyrics that I heard. So while it was something that I didn't take into consideration when Rodney was growing up, it ended up giving him something like that, for an example. Now, there were a lot of things that happened along the way, but just taking hip-hop, for example, it ended up giving him a strong passion for old school hip-hop, whereas Chase wouldn't get that now.
What is the most important thing that you would advise young mothers to focus on as a parent? Quality time, investing in your children.
Yeah. So you want to lead your child down the righteous path. I mean, anything that you wish that you could have had when you were growing up, try and give that to your children. Spend time with your children. It's very important. Make sure you teach them about money, credit, the value of an education, how to be polite to people, how to be a gentleman or a lady. Teach them how to treat elderly people, the value of relationships, the value of family. All of that is very important as a parent to give to a child.
So you are a business owner, you own studio space, Lux studio space, Shutter Booth, you're also a realtor,
yep.
And you work in corporate America. What kind of made you transition or want to start your company coming from corporate America?
So I was kicked out of corporate America. I was laid off in 2007, and I think just as it being pregnant was a stumbling block for me. Being laid off was also a stumbling block for me. But having Rodney made me a stronger, better woman. Being laid off was a stumbling block, but it gave me an opportunity to really look at other avenues for income, like owning my own business.
So mother is looking into going into business. What are kind of some tips and tidbits you think are important in knowing head on before you go into it? Is it as easy as it seems?
No, it's definitely not as easy as it seems. People think being an entrepreneur, you will be chilling at the beach and working on from your laptop. It's quite the opposite. Entrepreneurs often work, you can go and work 8 hours in corporate America, you will work 17 hours as an entrepreneur. So don't ever believe that being an entrepreneur, you can just live how you want to live every day and drink in the daytime. It's quite the opposite. You have to work harder, you have to be better, you have to be smarter, you have to be first. It's very important that you always think ahead. It's not an easy transition, that's for sure.
So sometimes people think I'm going to go into business and the first year I'm going to make all this money, I'm going to be a millionaire in 2 years. Is that realistic?
Absolutely not. No. First of all, where are you going to get the money from to start your business? It takes money to make money. And then when you do get that money, you do get your business off the ground, you start seeing income coming in, you don't look at that as something, I just made $500. Let me spend $500. That's not the way it works. A lot of entrepreneurs, and I know for my first year, I didn't pay myself my first year because I wanted to reinvest in the business. So I needed to get better equipment, more equipment to be able, for Shutter Booth I'm speaking, to be able to handle the number of events that we were getting in. I only had one photo booth when I started. We started getting inquiries for 3, 4, 5 on one particular day. So I needed to take every piece of dollar that was coming in to reinvest in the business. So instead of paying myself, I bought more equipment. Then year 2, I was able to pay myself.
So the first year you think it should be about investing in the business, not so much as yourself. You're going to have to put in the work, but might not necessarily get the reward of it.
Correct, and it varies from business to business. That's just the way Shutter Booth works. You might have a business that might be able to take their pay 6 months down the road or 3 years down the road. It's going to vary from business to business, but I would definitely recommend you get a good accountant or CPA on your team that's going to tell you the best way to divvy up that money so that you're allocating resources, whether it be to marketing, buying equipment for the business, branding, whatever it may be. You want to allocate some portion of the money that you're making to making your business better, to making you better. To making your business or you better.
So sometimes we're caught up in playing multiple roles as a mother, as a woman, as a businesswoman, as a realtor, and you have many. How do you keep it together with so much weight to carry?
That's a good question. I mean, you just do it. I don't think there's a magic answer to that question, really. especially as a teenage parent, I think anybody that's a teenage parent has just a fire under them. Well, many of the people that I know that are teenage parents just had a fire lit under them that made them just want it. I think when you want it, you want success, then it comes more naturally. If you want success so badly, then just getting it done, whether, I got a PTA meeting today and I have another meeting behind that 20 minutes later, and then I have to go home and cook dinner and I have to do laundry and then I have to help my son study. You will just find a way to get it done because you want your child to be successful and you want your business to be successful and you want to feel a sense of an accomplishment.
So what are some hashtags or maybe words of encouragement you would use to kind of motivate single mothers or let them know to continue on their path?
Girl boss, obviously, that's one. Grind. Always work. There is never a day that you should be so idle that you don't have anything to do but twiddle your thumb. So stay active, stay working, take care of yourself. Learning is earning. I just actually use that. Always invest in yourself. Knowledge is power. Information is power. So the more you learn, the more information that you know, the more valuable you become.
Well, Monique, thank you so much for taking time to sit with Beaut&Beast. I think it's great that you not only were a single mother, but now you're a successful businesswoman. Your story definitely is motivation for young mothers who are trying to reach the success and the path that you've reached. So Beaut&Beast, this is an example of the road to success. Even if you feel like giving up, you can still progress and get to where you want to be in life.
Thank you.